Hey, is there anything this woman does not know? Hey everybody, Sean here. Welcome to another edition of the 320 Friday. It is beautiful here in the Pacific Northwest, and I am sure that many of you have heard a lot about, I want to make sure I'm saying this right, the loan level price adjustment. Now, the loan level price adjustment has made a lot of news, and when I hear things about news and mortgages, I literally have one person I go to, Jody Longley of Movement Mortgage. She's absolutely amazing, and so if you have any needs for a mortgage in any way, shape, or form, absolutely check her out. But Jody, will you clean up this mess that we are finding out here just in the last week about the loan level price adjustment? So what actually is it for real, and how long has it been in existence?
Loan level price adjustments, they've been in existence since 2009 is when they were, pretty common happening.
Okay.
Happened last year again when people were buying second homes and then converting them to Airbnbs.
Okay.
So all of a sudden they're like, hey, it's a second home. They're not using it as owner occupied. So pretty much they added an additional fee to the rate.
Okay.
So that, hey, let's make more money off it pretty much.
So now does this actually apply then to, like, say I have a great credit score. I actually posted it. I have an 839 credit score. Ooh. Just pause for coolness. No, I'm just kidding. But I worked hard for it. The reason I got that, literally, okay, short story. This is exactly, I kid you not, this is not what happened. When I was 17 years old, I got a checking account. My dad walked me in, my mom walked me into the Bank of America. I got a checking account. I got a credit card. They made me put $300 down to use this credit card. So I thought it was really cool. I was writing checks. I bounced a check at Costco for a $1.20 hot dog. That $1.20 hot dog at Costco cost me $42 because I got charged by Bank of America and I got charged by Costco for the return check fee. I determined I am never, ever, ever going to put anything deep on credit. If I am, I'm going to be able to pay it off right away. So now at my age, I have been so crazy about this. When I got married, my wife was like, why are you so stringent about this? Honey, our credit score, it's important. And now I get a screenshot every once in a while when my thing goes up to so 839. So not bragging, just saying. So anyway, enough of story time. So how does that affect, though, first-time home buyers? They've worked hard. They've got great credit. They've done the right thing to and sometimes we know that having bad credit is not the fault of anyone. Sometimes it's just tough times, bad luck. But for those who've been able to kind of stay on a path where they can build their credit, does that affect them?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Because literally every person, when we're looking at a loan, we're looking at their credit score, how much money they're putting down, and the program.
Okay.
And when we look at pricing, there are different add-ons. We call them low-level pricing adjustments for each one of those things. So if you have an 839 score and you're putting 25% down, you're not going to see any difference.
Okay.
If you're putting 20% down, you're not going to see any difference.
Okay.
If you're putting 15% down, you may see a difference of maybe an 1/8 to 1/4% in your fees.
In your fees, not your rate.
Depending on where
fees.
You're in the fees.
That's the other thing people getting confused about. They're saying, I'm paying more another point, so I'm going to be paying 8%. That's not the case. They're not paying 8%. Yeah. It's in the fees.
Right.
Okay.
So when we go to price a loan, we look at those fees and we try to adjust the rate so the client has less fees.
Right.
So that's where they're saying rate, but it's actually still in the normal fees.
It's in the fees. Okay.
So it's not going to make that much of a difference.
Okay.
Now, they increased for the higher credit scores a little bit, but then they decreased that fee for the lower credit scores a little bit.
And what's that marker? What's that benchmark for the lower credit scores?
It all depends on the score and how much money they're putting down.
Okay.
So it could be 1/4, it could be an 1/8. It all depends. But most of those lower credit scores, honestly, they're not going to go with a conventional loan.
Right.
Because we're going to look and we're going to say, FHA is a better loan.
Right.
You have better mortgage insurance, you have better terms, better rate. So it's trying to get more people with the lower credit scores to do a conventional loan.
Okay.
But why? It's not cost effective.
It's not cost effective to do it. So there are solutions for those who have a lower credit score anyway, but are there solutions for those who have the higher credit score then? Are there other ways of going around or maybe doing different types of loans that may benefit them? Or is, in a way, it kind of something that has always been and we're a little bit stuck with?
It's just something that's out there. It's just part of the interest rate, and it's already been into effect for the last month and a half for most of us.
Okay.
So the funny thing is, no one said anything a month and a half when they started going into effect. So everybody's already seen it and no one has complained about it.
Right, right. Well, I mean, I guess in a way, to play devil's advocate a little bit, it's probably because we didn't really know until it got, you know, out there in the ethos that's like, wow, this is happening. And understanding it, maybe it's getting a little bit overbuilt. I think one of the main misconceptions that people were getting was, this is my rates? Are my rates going up? No, your rate is not going up, but there is, I mean, so to lay it out there, honestly, there is been an add to the fees, but it's not an add to the rate. But I guess maybe let me ask this question again one more time. Is it those who maybe have a little bit of a middle to higher credit score? Is it something they're kind of stuck with? Or if I heard you correctly, throwing 20% at your deal is going to kind of make that a moot point? Is it basically applies only to those who are maybe doing something a little less conventional as far as 20% down? Because I mean, I know a lot of people, especially when you're talking about, $700,000, $800,000, and that's that kind of that stretch end of a family. It's like, I got to get there. They don't have that full 20% down payment. They probably have, maybe 15%, maybe 10%. And there are loans for those people. Are those the ones that are maybe going to feel that pinch?
I don't think they're going to see it if you're like the 680 to 690s. I'd have to double check. Don't quote me on that.
Sure.
But another thing that was happening with that is we would look at someone and say, oh, you have 20% to put down. Let's have you put 19% down, because that rate was low. I mean, that fee was lower. So it made the rate a little lower. And now it's pretty much equal. So let me rephrase that. So yeah, putting 19% down, your fee, your little bit of the rate would be maybe an eighth of a point lower.
Okay.
And then you'd have a little mortgage insurance.
Okay.
Which we took advantage of that. Why wouldn't we?
Why wouldn't you? Yeah, exactly.
Loan?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot
kind of makes it equal.
Yeah, there's a lot of strategy that goes into it, which again, that's why I always say, if you don't have a competent loan officer, you need to find one. And if you're looking for one, look no further here than Jody Longley. She knows what she's doing. She's been in this business. When I was doing mortgages back in 2001, 2002, Jody was like firing through the office, do amazing things, literally gets it done. And, so there's none better. So if you don't have one, absolutely, I'll put Jody's contact information in the thing below. That's where it is. It's too sunny outside. I must need to get outside. But hey, Jody, thank you so much for stopping by. I know I kind of grabbed you last minute, so she jumped on here to do that. But I thought this was an important topic that we needed to cover. There's still just a lot of information. If you need to know exactly how it's going to apply to you, this is your solution. In the comments below, you'll find Jody's information. Other than that, hey, this is Sean. Great episode of the 320. Now get out and play in the sunshine. If there's any places you want to take a look at, give me a call. Backpack Broker out. Thank you, Jody.
See you.
Bye.